Hello, dear friends. Welcome back again. Today, we are dealing with lesson number 3, Ruling the Country Yard from Standard 8 History. Already, we have finished some part of this lesson in which we saw that how company became Nawabs and how they got power to collect revenues and become the administrator. And when they started to administrate, that time they come to know that they have to go up to villages. Means village is important part of the administration, and for that they set up a permanent revenue system which was not effective. There were a number of problems, and after that British government or East India Company officers, they felt that they have to make changes in the revenue system. Now today what we are going to discuss, a new system is devised. The name of that system is Mahalwari. Two systems we are going to discuss, Mahalwari and Monroe systems. So the first one, the new system is devised, page number 29. Let us see how the new system was devised. By the early 19th century, many of the company officials were convinced that system of revenue had to be changed again. See, what was the point? System of revenue, system of revenue has to be changed. Means they come to know that system of revenue they needed to change, but how they are going to change? See, how could be revenues be fixed permanently at a time when the company needed more money to meet its expenses of administration and trade? Previously, when company came to India, that time they were only tradesmen. They came here for the purpose of business. But when they conquered the territory, became the administrators, and now they have to meet with the expenses of administration also, and they have to do their trade also, and for both whatever the expenses they required, they have to collect it from here. That was the question in front of the company officers. In the northwestern provinces of Bengal, see, most of this area is now called Uttar Pradesh, so we can consider it Uttar Pradesh only. An Englishman called Holt Mackenzie devised a new system which came into effect in 1822. Now see, what was the name of officer? Holt Mackenzie. He invented or devised a new system, and which was implemented from 1822, and where it was implemented, the area of Uttar Pradesh. Area of Uttar Pradesh. Now, what was the system? See, he felt that the village was an important social institution in North Indian society and needed to be preserved. What he said, village was important factor. What this Holt Mackenzie realized, village is important factor and it needed to preserve. Okay, if you want to continue or if you want to rule, they have to take care of villages. And today also, in this 21st century, in 2020, if you will see, today also our economy is depend on agriculture. India is a country where maximum farmers are there, and our all economy is depend on agriculture based. So today also we need to take care of villages. Under his direction, collector went from village to village. What was the see, under his guidance, means Holt Mackenzie's guidance, collector went from village to village. See, what was the change? Collector went from village to village. For what he went to village? Inspecting the land and measuring the land and recording the custom and right of different groups. See, why he went villages? The first point is inspecting land. Okay. The second one, measuring the fields. Measuring the fields and recording the customs and right of different groups. And customs and rights of different groups. Now again you see what we are seeing. Ruling the country. Okay, Britishers started ruling countryside. Then they fixed first permanent revenue system, which was not useful. After that, they come to know that system of revenue has to be changed again. They realize that, and for that, one employee of the company or officer, you can say, Holt Mackenzie, who was from in the area of Uttar Pradesh, he devised one system which was implemented in 1822, and in this system, collector went from village to village. And what was the purpose to went village to village? Inspecting land, what type of land, which crops and all. After that, measuring the fields, exactly how much area is there of agriculture, where practically agricultural or crop production is doing. And after that, he recorded customs and rights of different groups. Different religions were there, different communities were there, and they recorded the customs and right of the different groups. So take down within a minute. Now let us continue. The estimated revenue of each plot within a village Mahal had to pay. This demand was to be revised periodically. See, this was not a permanent system of taxation, or this was not permanent system of revenue. They made one amendment in that it was periodically, means they are going to examine it. The charge of collecting the revenue and paying it to company was given to the village headman, and it was not given to the any zamindar or any other person, but to whom it was given to the village headman. This system came to be known as Mahalwari settlement. And see, the system which was implemented in 1822, it was come to known as Mahalwari. What was in that Mahalwari? Collector went from village to village, and these are three things which I have mentioned. See, inspecting land, measuring the fields, and recording customs and right. It was important. Now let us see the next system, that is Monroe system. The next system is the Monroe system. See, Mahalwari system, it was in the north of India. Now this system we are going to study about the southern part of the India after defeat of Tipu Sultan. Let us see. In the British territories in the south, there was a similar move away from the idea of permanent settlement. In south also, Britishers felt that permanent revenue system is not going to work. So they decided to have new one. The new system that was devised came to be known as Rayatwar. See, what was the new system? It was Rayatwar. Okay. It was tried on small scale by Captain Alexander Reid. And who started this? Captain Alexander Reed. Alexander Reed in some areas that were taken over by the company after war with the Tipu Sultan. Subsequently developed by Thomas Munro, this system was gradually extended all over South India. And after that, okay, the system which was developed by Thomas Munro, okay, then it was extended to all part of the southern India. Reid and Munro felt that in the south there were no traditional zamindars. What they come to know that in south no traditional zamindars. Okay, who come to know? These two people. Okay, Alexander Reid and Thomas Munro. The settlement, they argued, had to be made directly within cultivators, okay, who had tilled the land for generations. Means instead of zamindars, there were no zamindar system, and directly they decided to deal with the cultivators. Their fields had to be carefully and separately surveyed before the revenue assessment was made. Munro thought the British should act. What was the thought of Thomas Munro? That British should act as paternal father figures, protecting the Rhodes under their charge. Now, this system was in the south of the India. South of India. Take down. See, when Rayatwari and Mahalwari both system introduced, what was intention of the Britishers? That cultivators or the farmers will get somewhat prosperity, but it wasn't like that. Within a few years after the new system were imposed, it was clear that all was not well with them. Means both systems were having some problems, driven by the desire to increase the income from land. What was the intention of the both systems? To increase the income from land. The income from land. This was the intention of the both systems, but it wasn't. The company was not able to meet. Revenue officials fixed too high a revenue demand. Peasants were unable to pay. Whatever the revenue they fixed, it was beyond the reach of the farmers or peasants to pay that. Reds fled to the countryside. Maximum people this went in nearby cities for the sake of job, and villages become deserted in many regions. Means the population was less because people were not able to meet their needs. They were unable to pay the taxes. Finally, they went to cities and they searched their jobs. Optimistic officials had imagined that the new system would transform the peasants into the rich, enterprising farmers, but this did not happen. Means with the intention which they started both the systems, finally they come to know that they are unable to meet the objectives for what they started the both systems. So all of you from the textbook read all these 3 points and revise it properly. With the help of this video you can understand it better. Thank you.